Hey, Joe Phillips here with Focus Real Estate and Central Park Scoop. I'm here today at Pulse Braincare in the 29th Ave Town Center with Dr. David, one of the founders of the business. So this is a little different than a lot of our Central Park Scoop videos. I mean, we're talking about brain waves and things that are way over my head today. So I am not suggesting you come use this business, but I'm here to learn about it and make you aware that they're here. And if you have the right kind of needs, or someone in your family might have the needs for this service that they provide, you might be interested in it. So, Dr. David, at a high level, tell us what Pulse Braincare does, and who are some of those constituents that you serve with this business.
So, thanks for joining us today, Joe. Pulse Braincare is a clinic that uses what we call magnetic stimulation or transcranial magnetic stimulation to treat a number of conditions like depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, PTSD, autism, to name a few, substance abuse. And the technology essentially uses magnetic fields to adjust the brain patterns that are normal for you, an individualized brain pattern for you.
Okay. Talk more about the back of the brain, front of the brain, and what this treatment does for them.
Sure. So everybody has sort of a baseline, what we call alpha frequency, which is the brain waves generated in the back of the brain. And those are transmitted to the front of the brain. Those need to be in synchrony or in order for your brain to function appropriately. So what we do is we find out using what we call an EEG, an electroencephalogram, what your individualized frequency should be. And we stimulate the part of your brain that is not functioning quite right to your individual frequency so that it is maintained.
Okay. And how long has this been around? How new is this? I see it online. It sounds like an emerging treatment. Tell me a little bit about the history of it and just who's offering it now.
So I would say the transcranial magnetic stimulation, the standard one, has been around for multiple decades, but MeRT has been around for about a decade or so, and it is a more sophisticated version where, again, we target your frequency that you are theoretically born with or develop as you mature. Mm-hmm. So it's a newer type of technology, or MeRT is a newer technology. We're targeting people who typically would have transcranial magnetic stimulation or the standard type, but who perhaps want something that is more specific to them and might last longer, be more effective.
Okay.
So a newer, more sophisticated version of the old TMS.
Okay, so if I'm somebody in the neighborhood and I have a son that has autism, or I'm a vet suffering from PTSD, how do they connect with you guys, learn more? I mean, if they're like me, they would say, MeRT, what is this? How do they go from not knowing what it is at all to being willing to do these treatments with you? What are the next steps?
So we have a number of resources on our website. You can visit pulsebraincare.com. We also have a number of contact informations or people you can contact to schedule appointments or schedule consultations with us. And we have links on our website that tell you what resources are available that are specific to MeRT over other neuromodulation modalities. So visit our website, pulsebraincare.com, and you'll find a number of contacts that you can either phone or email, and a number of links that you can visit to learn more about the technology.
Then they learn all that, and then they come in for an initial consult. Is that kind of the first in-person step that they take?
Usually, if they contact us and are curious, we go through a little bit of an information session and information gathering session and screening session to determine whether or not you are a good candidate. You'll come in and get an EEG, the electroencephalogram, and we can tell based on that if this is something that might be a good fit for you. Depending on what we see, we may advise you to explore this further. If, for example, we don't see anything that this technology might treat, we might recommend you seek some sort of other treatment.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, this is not a topic that, we do one little video and everybody gets it and we're done. So we're going to encourage these guys, and I know they're willing to continue to provide the Scoop with content that we can share with the community. I encourage you to reach out to these guys if you want to learn more about what they offer. They're also going to put together some blog posts with more information, links to studies, things like that you might be interested in. And we're going to do another YouTube video here in a minute, just a longer form kind of walkthrough tour of the beautiful space that they have in the 29th Ave Center. So, Dr. David, thanks for the quick little intro video, and we'll see your face more and keep learning about you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.